Hello, everybody, and welcome to the MC Park's monthly public meeting for the month of May 2024, shortly after 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, of course, as it always is. And I'm joined this month by Josh and Darren. How are you two doing?
Oh,
Good
fantastic.
yourself?
Good to hear, Josh. And I'm doing well, Darren. Thank you for asking. How are all of you doing in the live chat? If you didn't know, if you're watching this on YouTube or your podcast client of choice after the fact, you can come and watch these live, listen to them live even, by joining our Discord server. You can go to discord.gg/mcparks and come and join us on the first Wednesday of every month at 9 p.m. Eastern. So just to give you a smattering of some of the people who are here, Skinny P himself's doing fantastic. Champ Tova's doing good. Doc Bub's doing good. I heard it was Doc Bub's birthday recently, so happy birthday to Doc Bub.
Happy birthday.
Splemsby's great. New member of the cast member team here on our audio production team. Super happy to have you here. GBA is doing good. Pilot's doing great. Jay's doing phenomenal. Elijah Kane's a little sick today. Hope you get better, Elijah. But I'm happy to see you all here this evening. We had a really fun April. We celebrated 11 years of MC Parks. Can you believe it, Darren?
Yeah, no. It feels like 11 years, but it also hasn't. So
Yeah, and just to remind everybody some of the wonderful things that we did. We of course had our special. Did we like the special fireworks show that we did? The special pre-show to Happily Ever After. I know you might have to go back, into your memory bank to see that. I was seeing a lot of yeses in there. It was cute. Yeah, we enjoyed making it. For those of you who don't know, it was based on the special fireworks show they did. It was also a pre-show to Happily Ever After for the cast member. What do they call that
the
event?
cast celebration
There you go.
for like service celebration.
Yeah, so it was last year's, I believe. And so we
It was
based
to
it
the
on that.
mention,
2024
Oh,
version.
2024. Okay.
Also last month we did the special April 1st edition of Happily Ever After.
That's true. That's true. I think that was before the meeting. So,
Oh yeah, you're right.
yeah. But,
Yeah, just recapping all April.
it's true. It's true. Did we enjoy, what do we like better? The April Fool's Happily Ever After or the special anniversary version? Just want to see kind of do a check of what everyone thinks here. So far, it's seeming like people are split. April Fools is pulling ahead, actually.
Oh yeah, they really liked the one that I did at 9 o'clock because I just played like 4 shows after that one ended in their entirety.
Nice. Okay.
We went
okay.
to like 10:15 or something for a 9 o'clock show.
Oh good.
Neat. You love to see it. You love to see it. Well, I hope you loved it. But that wasn't all we did to celebrate the anniversary, of course. We had a very special minigame bonanza. I forget who won the minigame bonanza. I'm sorry.
You gave them
It
their
was a month
prize.
ago.
It was a month ago, but I did give them their prize. They got some really cool old random merch that I had sitting in my inventory. And then, of course, we had a special 11% park point bonus, which I actually need to end today. So, whoops, I'll do that after the meeting. And then also, of course, the new bonus of walking between rides. Are we enjoying that? So you get this new bonus that is 2%. I think, no, sorry, it's not 2%. It's 2 park points for every 100 meters that you travel between rides without flying or teleporting or warping. People seem to be really enjoying that. Yeah, definitely helps out a lot. Definitely gives a different level of kind of immersion and anything to get people to not be teleporting all over the place. I think is a huge win. So proud of that one. The real world time and weather sync preference. I'm a big fan of this one. I've definitely been putting it up, and especially this month we've gotten some rain here in Central Florida, so it's been fun to see the rain just pop up in the game and everything.
Ryan, a couple days ago, you posted a picture of it raining at Magic Kingdom. You were like, "Oh, I guess it's raining at Disney World," and I didn't realize it was raining. I looked out my window and I was like, "Oh yeah, it is raining." Neat.
Yeah, how about that? There you go. Yeah. I just wish that Minecraft gave us more choices between it's clear and it's pouring rain. You know, we don't really get like drizzles in Minecraft. Can't do that. But
To
whatever.
be fair, Central Florida doesn't either.
It's true. It's true. Speaking of things that I've seen people doing all over the server, people have been sitting all over the server. Lots and lots of sitting on the server. I said that and I looked at my game and I saw a bunch of people type /sit all at the same time in Command Spy. So that's neat. So yeah, happy to see people sitting. People have been asking me to add back sitting for a very, very long time. We had another event also. We had two other events actually over the course of April. One of them, the first of them, was to celebrate the solar eclipse.
Ryan, they covered the sun.
They did indeed cover the sun. What did we think of the solar eclipse on OC Parks? Did we enjoy it? Are we enjoying heading over to the Starlight Lounge at Cosmic Ray Starlight Cafe to listen to everyone's favorite Sunny Eclipse? Yeah, everyone's a big fan of that one.
My favorite was Ryan and I setting that up while I was in a hotel room that morning waiting for the real eclipse. That was great.
Yep, good times. We love it. Yep. Yeah, big fan of Sunny Eclipse. I'm so happy to have him here on the server. It's wonderful. Can you ask if the stars you got to see during the eclipse become the basic skybox? No, I don't really. I think that's cool for a special event, but I don't think it's something that I want to keep around forever. Unfortunately,
it loses its specialness if it's the permanent thing.
It's definitely, that is very true. It is very true. But you do get to see the greatest star of all, Sunny Eclipse, permanently. So, you know, I think you win. And then, of course, the other big event that we had is our very first Run Disney event. Now, I wasn't here for this one, but I had the pleasure of pulling up. We have a web browser based map, so we can look at the server and see what's going on. And it was so much fun to see all of the people running in a line, and so you just see this like big snake of 150 people just like running around all of the roads.
I was out with friends and we all just sat there with like it up on the table, just watching it on the online map.
Yeah, really neat. And you know, we ran into some very interesting, fun scaling issues that we've never seen before. So you might have been there and you might have noticed that part of, you know, things started to lag a little bit. The reason why is something that we've never actually, it's never been the cause of lag before on the server, but it was processing all of the player movement packets was actually what was causing the lag. We've never had that before.
You guys were too fast.
Yeah, everyone was just way too fast and running, you know, too furious even.
You got
oh gosh.
Yeah. Yeah, I think next time it actually was not more chunks than there usually are. Usually, like we have almost the entirety of Walt Disney World loaded anyway. Like that's normal. So it wasn't chunk loads. It was literally people moving a lot, and a lot of people moving. You know, because
they should make a ride out of that.
Yeah, you're right. No, it's not particles. It's also not how particles work. But you know, it's literally just the fact that people were sending all these player movement packets, which is cool. We've got some suggestions, and we've got some ideas and some hypotheses on how to fix it, which is neat. So we're definitely going to be doing more Run Disney events in the future. And honestly, I'm really excited because um, it was the first time that well, not the first time. We've been doing a lot of little sneaky tests of the systems that will power achievements on MC Parks. We've been testing the present hunt was one test of that, and the race was a different kind of test. What was really cool about this is we were testing just like, how well would it perform when we had, a couple hundred people all like running the same event under the same achievement ID at the same time. Because daily challenges are also using that same kind of backend system, but everybody has their own daily challenges. This one, we had everybody subscribe to the same thing, and it still worked really well. So I'm very, very proud of that, and it's making me very excited for doing achievements on the server. So stay tuned. And also, I'm going to tease something. If you want to help write achievements for MC Parks and program them, that's going to be something that we are going to be
Inquire within.
Yeah, we're going to be talking a little bit about that pretty soon too. So very, very excited for that. But yeah, the Run Disney event seems like you folks liked it a lot. The character greetings were really fun. Also, we got water bottles that you can drink, and we're working on putting out all of the places to refill your water bottle. We're getting there. It's going to be a long process because there's lots of places to do it, and we're going to have to set them all up, and it's going to be annoying to do. But hey, it's worth it. It's worth it. So those were some of the fun things that we did this month. And of course, it's May. So this weekend is, a day that we always celebrate here on MC Parks.
Hollywood Studios' birthday.
That's true. It is Hollywood Studios' birthday today. Happy birthday to Hollywood Studios. Oh, I should have put a Park Point earning bonus on Hollywood Studios today. Oh well. But May the 4th is, of course, happening. And if you open your Magic Band right now and you click on the Showtimes button, you might notice a special show showing up in that 6 p.m. Eastern time slot and all day on Saturday, which, of course, is May the 4th itself. That's right. Star Wars Celebrate the Night returns in Disneyland, so you can go and you can watch that. And on May 4th itself, we are resuming the tradition of opening up Galaxy's Edge for you to explore, and kind of take a look at some of the progress. A little piece of it. A little
bite.
A little bite. And you know what? If all goes well, this will be the last time that we have a special Galaxy's Edge opening on May 4th.
We're gonna scrap the project after this year.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We're just gonna delete it. Elijah Kane's really excited for us to delete Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh, I wonder why this would be the last year.
I don't know. We'll never know.
Weird.
Yeah. Anywho.
I'm sure no one picked up on that at all.
No, you should keep talking about it.
It's a Star Wars Day.
Yeah, but we got some other Star Wars things planned also. You might see some characters running around. Some of your favorite Star Wars friends might show up. And apparently, there's going to be a special photo being taken at 9:30 p.m. Eastern on Saturday. So I imagine you're going to want to get some Jedi robes and a lightsaber. Yeah, and maybe there'll be some other surprises as well from a galaxy far, far away. And we mentioned it last month, but I'm going to repeat it again. We have set a date for the MC Parks Expo 2024.
Themed to blockbuster video.
Themed to blockbuster video, apparently. But August 16th to August 18th, you're going to want to be here for all kinds of fun announcements, all kinds of fun discussions and panels. And all that. All right. I'm trying to think if we got anything else in the pipeline. Oh, you know what? We are very, very close to finishing up Living with the Land and the Land Pavilion. Figured I should throw that out there. We have been working on a new build of the Land Pavilion for quite some time. And the new Living with the Land is really neat. It's a lot more animated and a lot more stuff going on than the current one. I know you all love Living with the Land already, but I am excited.
Is it more awesome?
You know what? I would say that it is more awesome.
Does it have more planets?
No, same amount of planets. Sorry.
Okay. Well, I tried. I tried to get you Mars, but
Yep. You know.
Wrong pavilion.
Yep.
Yep.
There will be a second attraction in the pavilion, though, and that, of course, is Awesome Planet. For those of you who can't read between the lines,
There's not much reading between the lines you can do on that one.
Whatever. So you will be able to watch Awesome Planet before or after, or both. You ride Living with the Land. And yeah, there's a lot of really great pixel art in there, and I think you folks are really going to like it. This isn't a big action-packed month, believe it or not. I do have some fun things happening, but they're not particularly guest-facing or exciting things. There's some things that I'm really excited about, but they're all like in the weeds technical things. Or their main audience is cast members.
Yeah.
So you know.
I'll also tack on that, like, if you've been here the past couple years, you would know that as we get close to expo time, announcements become very, very drip fed. And not gonna say the meeting we'll have the first week of August is gonna be boring, but like the presentation 2 weeks after that will be much more exciting.
That is very true. That is indeed very true. And I do indeed want to call out, because some folks in the chat are mentioning it. We have been bringing on some new college program cast members. So shout out to all of you. I do see Ashton here in the chat as well as Madame Leota. So thank you folks for joining the team. Welcome. And Subi Cypress as well, of course. Can't forget Subi Cypress. So welcome to the team. Thanks for being here with us, and looking forward to seeing you help out in chat.
Ryan, I think it's time we take a look at the top 10 rides and top 10 riders.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
That's why I said it.
That's true. That makes a really good point.
You pointed at it on an index card, and I said, "Oh, okay, I got it."
That is what happened. So I'll start with 10th place. 10th place is the Mad Tea Party at Disneyland Park with 1,960 rides. 9th place is the Disneyland Story, presenting great moments with Mr. Lincoln at Disneyland with 2,102. 8th place is Copico Y, the Winding River with 2,221. In 7th place is Autopia at Disneyland with 2,377. In 6th place, it's the Tomorrowland Transit Authority People Mover with 2,379 rides. 5th place, it's Spaceship Earth with 2,385. Disneyland's Pirates took home the number 4 spot with 3,216. Test Track was in 3rd with 3,239. Second place is Living with the Land with 4,428. And first place this week went to the Silly Symphony Swings with 4,440 rides. For your top 10 riders this week, we've got Jabu Winston in 10th with 1,274. Patos Lily in 9th with 1,358. Miney Liddy in 8th with 1,576. Chani Games with 1,710. In 6th place is Velocity Mom with 1,740. 5th place is Wyatt Goalie Bear with 1,845. 4th place is James A. Garza 11 with 1,999. Choco Bunny XO was 2,182. Bubbles Ducky is 2,710. And of course, first place this week, it's the one, the only, Sunglasses, 2,724 rides. Those are your top 10 rides and your top 10 riders. And now we'll move on to questions. So please, I want to know what your questions are for us. Updates on New Toontown. It's been a little bit since anybody's done any work over there, believe it or not. So I believe, you know, work's definitely started, but I think it's been a little while since anybody has progressed it. So sorry about that. Reopen Walt Disney World Railroad. That seems more of a demand. So what we're waiting on for the Walt Disney World Railroad is a model for the train and the cars itself. So if you want to join the resource pack team to help us out with that, you're more than welcome to. Any updates on Universal Studios Florida? Yes, as a matter of fact. There is work being done on Revenge of the Mummy as well as E.T. Adventure as we start to sort of push our way through the rest of that park. Exteriors have gotten all the way to Men in Black. I don't think Men in Black has had any interiors done on it as we continue to kind of rebuild that park. But yeah, we're definitely getting there. There's definitely some work going on there. I know a while back there was some discussions about 1.20. Do we have any further updates on that? It's something that we're still doing in the background, but you know, it's not the primary thing that we're working on. You know, there's lots of, you know, we're making sure that we got new features for you all and kind of some neat other things in the pipeline. So definitely still something that's on our radar. We definitely want to make use of a lot of the cool. We definitely want to make use of a lot of the cool new features in the game. But we are we got a lot of things going on. Let's see. When will we open both Galaxy's Edges on the same day, or only open Disneylands? We're only going to open Disneylands. Yeah, we're and you know, if you try to go to the one in Hollywood Studios, we're just gonna push you over to the one in Disneylands. That's the one that we are planning on opening. And it is the one that's going to have Rise of the Resistance also. Pilot wants to know if there are any updates on Magic Kingdom West. It's been a hot minute since anybody's done any work in Magic Kingdom, I do have to say.
Oh no, it got some work this week.
Really? People would put that in the roundup.
Yeah. There's a new ride that's going up over there that got a little bit of attention. New water ride.
Oh,
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, the exterior is looking pretty nice.
Do you have any pictures for us? I haven't seen it.
I mean, I could, but where's the fun in that? That's not fun.
I mean, I think that's kind of fun.
Okay, give me 2 seconds. I'll go find one.
All right. In the meantime,
you're gonna bend
Just gonna post a picture from real life.
Oh, sorry, you meant in Minecraft.
In the meantime, Bag of Grocery wants to know if we're doing any work in Sci-Fi Drive-In. It's not anything that is on anybody's radar at this time, sorry to say. Is there a way we can get more Doom buggies in Walt Disney World's Haunted Mansion, like the Disneyland one? We have to redo the ride for that, unfortunately. That is something that is, in the cards, but
Eventually, yeah.
yep, for sure.
So what I just posted was a little in progress photo.
Oh, we're getting there. Nice, good to see. Elijah King wants to know, what skills does somebody need for the achievement team? Well, first and foremost, gotta be interested in kind of game design, and
the will to achieve.
That's true. But definitely want to see an interest in game design and interest in kind of, crafting some fun challenges. But you also need to be a bit of like an analytical thinker. If you have any kind of programming experience, it will be helpful. If you do not, the level that you'll need to kind of make the achievements happen is gonna be approachable. And the really cool thing is that we are planning on open sourcing the programming language that we are using to write achievements, and we are going to have a way for you folks to kind of write achievements without needing a Minecraft server or anything, and be able to test them out a little bit, kind of in a console. So that's something that's really exciting, and we'll have more to share in the future. But yeah, definitely want to build out a fun kind of gameplay team, all making some fun stuff. Any plans on opening Liberty Tree Tavern up? So that is going to be opened when we redo that area of the park. We are rebuilding kind of the western half of Magic Kingdom right now. And when we paste in the new Liberty Square, that's when you'll be able to go into Liberty Tree Tavern. So it's from Crazy Coasters. We have monthly rides and riders. We did those already. CJ the Panda wants to know if Journey of Water is being worked on. It is indeed being worked on. We are indeed doing some work over there. There were some better kind of references made available to us recently that have allowed us to kind of do some work over there. So it's definitely happening. Vok wants to know what our thoughts are on Fantasy Springs. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. And want to know if it would ever come to the server. Well, of course, obviously, what's the goal in MC Parks? We want to have everything that exists in real life. So obviously, we would eventually want to bring Fantasy Springs to the server. So there you go. Unfortunately, we will not be reopening the Christmas present scavenger hunt, Poto Phantom. Sorry about that. Question, I think Ryan mentioned at some point making the sunrises sync with IRL times. Would that still happen? That is indeed something that I'd like to do. Yes. Yeah, I didn't do it for the first release of that, of the real-time weather preference, but it is indeed on my list, and something that I do want to do to make that a little bit better. I think it's kind of, silly that the sun goes up and down at 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. Every single day. So that's happening. Let's see. Bubbles Ducky wants to know, how accurate is the Planet Minecraft page for the server with these statuses? Probably not very. What you're gonna actually look at is mcparks.us/attractions. There you go. I responded to your post with a link to there. And that'll give you an up-to-date look at what is open and closed right now. Sunny Adventure wants to know, can we get more information with regards to sound production? Do we know how to go make music, or is sound production mainly just editing music? It's a little bit of both. But we are kind of doing a lot more with soundscape design and kind of audio design versus straight up music production. The role was created and called music production because the intention was that the folks on that team were going to be making the soundtracks for some of our custom parks. But the role has expanded quite drastically, and now we're starting to do a lot of fun ambient audio around different parks, and improve soundtracks of rides and start to standardize sort of the leveling for a lot of things. So, you don't go from hearing a really quiet sound to a really loud sound right next to each other and all that kind of stuff. So, editing and kind of mixing and that kind of stuff is useful also. When we get around to expo time, we're most certainly going to have a panel kind of talking about the kind of work that team does and what we're looking for and all of that. But there might be some other stuff going on as well. Simpsons Rule wants to know if there's any progress on Carousel of Progress. Not recently, I'm sorry, but last I checked, all of the animations in the finale scene and some in the first scene were also completed. So
We talked about it within the last week, if that helps.
yeah, I don't know if that's quite what they're looking for. What did I miss? Well, the good thing, TrapMax, is nothing, because after the meeting ends, you can listen to this back on YouTube. Question: Are we still working on custom parks? Here and there, yeah. There's still some stuff happening here and there for sure. Can't Place Games 1 wants to know if there's any progress on the Ubanga Bonga bumper cars. No.
Look, if you want to come back and do that, be my guest.
There's most certainly no progress being done on the Ubanga Bonga bumper cars. Any plans?
Sounds like a great attraction.
For sure. Any plans for more findables? We're always thinking about more findables. That's definitely another reason why I want to stand up a bigger kind of team that is dedicated to doing kind of gameplay things like that. Writing achievements, getting new findables hunts down. I want to have hundreds of hidden Mickeys hidden everywhere. Just need people who are interested in doing that. I definitely want to do more. There's some hunts that we've even spoken about that we haven't really finished and gotten off the ground. So I definitely want to see all of that happen. So absolutely. Star Ava wants to know if there's any plans on the programming and runtimes of parades, and if there's any possibility of Disney cruises being added.
I like the two questions in one approach, even though they're two vastly different questions.
I should have.
Quick, yes or no?
I should have only just answered one of them to make people learn. So we don't have any plans for any new properties right now, so no cruise line things to share right now. As far as parades are concerned, we've been doing little tests of little cavalcades around special events with just one float going down the parade route. But that's all we've kind of done right now. Definitely some things in mind that some people have, and some bigger tests that are twinkles in some people's eyes right now. So definitely something that folks want to do for sure. Will there be more Star Wars helmets like Boba Fett? Quite possibly. You never know. Vog wants to know if there's any plans for the Beauty and the Beast e-ticket in Japan. Vogt, what did I say the last time you asked about something that
Fantasy Springs, I think.
Well, I know, but what did I say?
Oh yeah.
Everything that exists in real life, eventually, we want to have here on the server. So there you go. Any updates on Knott's Berry Farm? Since we opened the first phase, not a bunch to share right now.
Not a
People's
bunch.
attention has moved to other projects.
Stay tuned.
It's true.
We do have an expo coming up.
It is true.
Be the change you want to see in the world.
That's true.
The world is MC Parks.
Yeah.
Specifically.
Captain Purple Hero wants to know if there's any plans to add optional hunger and thirst bars. Probably not. Yeah, sorry.
It's not a very fun gameplay mechanic when you're not playing survival mode.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna make it mandatory for you to get food and drinks, and I don't really think I want that.
I mean, you could make it a preference, but
So that includes Peppa Pig theme park. Yes, Peppa Pig theme park is included in the new properties that we are not currently working on, nor do we have plans for.
I was gonna say that's Legoland, right? And we're not doing Legoland.
It's true.
Not again.
Not again. Any progress on Phantom Manor or Big Thunder Mountain in Paris? Yes, and
Yeah, actually,
yes.
yeah.
There is indeed stuff happening in Frontierland, in Disneyland Paris. That is probably, well, yeah, it's almost definitely that's going to be the next land to open in that park. And there has been some stuff going on in Phantom Manor. We're thinking about certain effects and getting some stuff squared away over there. And then Big Thunder Mountain is like almost done in Disneyland Paris. So
Ish.
yeah, we're getting there. Sunny Adventure wants to know if there's any plans of swapping how ride spawns work. So instead of pressing a button to having some other event to start rides, definitely something that we'd like to do. It'll be annoying to retrofit all of the 100 rides that we have because there's lots of different ways that people have implemented the button, and is gonna be annoying to fix. But hey, we'll get there for sure. Any plans to bring the Spaceship Earth light shows to the server? Absolutely. We most certainly want to do that. We have done some cool tests with that also, that have kind of continued to ramp up. So not super soon because nobody's like actively working on it, but we have done some fun tests regarding that. Thoughts on having an interface to see open parties? That's definitely a good idea. I think we have a command for it, maybe, don't we?
No, I don't think so.
For looking at all the open parties.
Oh yeah, it's just
Yeah,
text.
party list open. So you can do party list open, and it will show you all of the parties that are currently open. It probably is worth making it so you can click on one of them to join it automatically. But yeah. No question. This is from Marshmallow Zebra. No question. Just want to say the server is the best I've ever seen, and I'm thankful that the parks exists. Very impressive. Well, thank you for being our guest, and thanks for being here. We're very happy to have you. Okay. What about opening Remonsters Inc. and DCA? It's something that needs a rebuild and a complete redo. If there was somebody on the team who was very, very passionate about that attraction, you might see it happen. But I think it's definitely low priority. Sunny Adventure wants to know if Creative will be opening up again. We have been going back and forth on that. It's going to be a big project. It's going to be a big project for sure, but we do know that there is interest. Is there a command to limit who joins a party? So you keep your party closed. So if you you can just invite people. So instead of doing party open, you can just invite people to a party with party invite, and then the party will remain private, and then you get to individually select. There isn't like a unlisted party where like it's open but only your friends can join. That's not something that we currently have. But yeah, the closest thing is you just keep your party closed, and then you just individually invite the people who you want in your party. If Creative opens up again, will you be able to go and view your old builds? That's one of the things that we are figuring out. Captain Purple Hero, would you ever add an official sort of hide and seek game? Definitely something that I've thought about quite a bit and considered what the best way is to do. And not just hide and seek, but other kinds of games that you can play using the parks as your map. I'm always very fascinated by that as a concept, and would definitely want to have a lot of options for that. Prop hunt, I think, would definitely be a good example of something that would work really well on the server.
I never even thought about that, but yeah.
We've talked about that so many times before.
I've not been in these channels apparently.
Really? Okay. I feel like that's something we've been talking about like for years. I would like Hunger Games in the parks. Well, do I have the 2014 for you?
Oh, that was great actually. That was good
If you look up MC Park survival games on YouTube, you'll find some stuff.
I was really bad at that, but that was good fun.
Cad Bane wants to know if we would ever do retro parks for old Disney rides that have been changed, like Splash Mountain. We have never. Well, we never. We have discussed stuff like that in the past. I've always thought to do it. If you're in an area that we have like a retro version of it, like a little like time travel watch would pop up your inventory, and you could do that to kind of go back in time. But it's not something we've gotten like super serious about ever. The good news about Splash Mountain, if you're a big fan of Splash Mountain, is Tokyo Disneyland still has Splash Mountain, and eventually we will be building it there. So there's that. Will there be a moment where MC Parks will be bringing in voice actors? Yes, absolutely. There's some.
We've already done it.
There are. You can go and you can ride attractions like the Storybook Land canal boats, and you can have some of our cast members are voice acting the narration role. And there are some other attractions coming soon that there are going to be some voice acting roles in.
If only we gave a hint about that.
Some MC Parks cast members and maybe some other folks as well will be on there. So all right, folks, I think we are going to end it off there. So I want to thank you all for joining us this week for the MC Parks weekly public meeting. It's been a pleasure to have you aboard. Enjoy the rest of your day and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. This meeting is
presented by Raid Shadow Legends.
No, it's not. That is not a real sponsorship.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. Adjourned. Good night, everyone. Have a good one.